You got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ay. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. 36. 91. 36. Crunch time. Defense. 22. Jet cover.
Jackson on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep. He's checking. Okay?
Jackson. And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
49, check 49, check 49. Line 36.
They go play action here on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Check. Deuce. Showing it. Under 10. Go. 10.
On third down, McKenzie, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go. Set. 10 Nova. Pilot. 64. Weak. Jam. Check safety. 45's the mark. Set goes.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Fresno. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Look at me. Door. Check 99. Say. Hard. Now.
2nd and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike, 45. Hey, that's get off the field, D.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to wind up in air and got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 92 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down, New Orleans.
Watch Twitter. Watch twins. Hey, check 24. Check 4. Watch 36.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On second down now, it's McKenzie, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Look at the big man rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's the party now. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, check Mike 39, check Mike 39. Hey, come on, no, come on, no. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Kill.
This time Jackson will throw it. Got a man open. It's Sutton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 3rd down gain of 19.
First down, Saints.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Jackson now completes it to the tight end Kittle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to have to hook up to Sutton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Jackson will throw again. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Jackson on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, watch up. Check 24.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd down here at the 16-yard line.
Rush in. Kill, kill, kill. Hey.
On 2nd down, it's McKenzie. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I got you. I got you. Hey, check.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, Haywood. General West. Leo. He's coming, double up. Shoot. Go out. Hey, Delta. Ready.
2nd and 11. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Penny. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
61, matchbox lights. Three down. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Share.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, lock it. Hey, wahoo.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKenzie will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Watch the safety creep. He's checking.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKenzie. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll keep it on the ground. McKenzie, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, D, let's try. All right, D. Slam.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10 from the gun to give to Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Penny, the 1st down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Again, it's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
64, reach, hard.
On 3rd down, Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll run on first down. It's McKenzie, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it.